It's back with the 1660. So wouldn't you say that game was worse off? I'm not sure what your... It seemed like you acted like this is like the worst. Hey, that sounds to me like Wandering Wilds was worse.
Man, they keep Batman being addressed by a black man.
Verse. From what you just said. Did you give up on Silksong? I put it down.
Take that shirt off, man. You was definitely not no Batman. You have a better chance playing the butler. Would you like some Reforge gaming coffee, sir?
I wasn't having fun. I think the runbacks are the worst part about it. I think them nerfing boss fights is the wrong decision. I think the difficulty felt great. I took some issue with contact damage and boss fights being 2. Other people seemingly have said the same thing. But I got 10 or 11 hours into the game. I was doing a run back, and I was like, you know what? I'm not having fun. I don't enjoy this. They made a Souls-like platformer more than a Metroidvania, and I don't play Souls-like platformers.
But I play Soul game, I don't like originality, you know what I'm saying? I want all my games to play the same. Are you talking about Hollow Knight with the Hollow guy? Come on, baby, with my shovel knight. Could you shovel in the guys? But it's alright because PS5 has died. Alright, how about my PlayStation 5?
I like Metroidvanias. I love Ori 1 and 2. I love Hollow Knight. I know Shinobi Art of Vengeance isn't exactly a Metroidvania, but it's close to one. I love Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I love Sundered. I think Silksong is too heavy on the pain and the torture.
So you don't like it because the game is too hard. That's not something that our Batman would say. What was the point putting the signal up if you can't finish and complete the game?
The runbacks absolutely ruin it. I did not think the bosses were too hard. I don't think the bosses need to be nerfed. I don't think the game needs to be nerfed. Just stop making me do runbacks.
Well, guess what? I don't know why y'all complain about running back, man. I mean, back in my days, we was used to going back. Back in the days when I was gaming, we did nothing but backtracking. And all of a sudden, you people are mad because you died and you have to go back. Bro, Ninja Gaiden has done it. There's so many other games that have done this, bro. You know what I mean? If you can't play the game, then get good.
It's grueling. It's unfun. It's annoying. It's annoying. The fun factor. I know.
You mean the casual factor? Like I said, man, because if you know how to play the game and beat the bosses, you wouldn't have to run back, would you? Just admit you ain't good at the game, though.
Oh, I know. This will give ammunition to people who lie about me, and they will say, he's a tourist that doesn't complete games. I've probably completed more games this year than they have. I rolled credits on...
But you have no proof of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm going to be honest, man. I was playing my Sega Saturn yesterday with Resident Evil. Bro, I was having more of a fun time on that than playing these consoles, bro. I'm going to just be honest with you, man. Like, once you go back to the classics, man, you just get that feeling. It looks amazing on my CRT. Make sure you don't stretch out the image quality on a flat screen panel TV. But, man, I'm telling you, man, I felt right at home, man. That's how I know gaming died for me. If I don't feel that same excitement that these old games have brought me.
Ridiculous amount of games this year. I rolled credits on 1 or 2 games almost a month. It has nothing to do with that. I play games for fun. And I got 10 hours into Silksong, one of my most anticipated games this year. And I said, I'm not having fun. This is ruining my time. It's not about getting good. It's not about a lack of skill.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because why would you have to run back? The only reason why you're running back is because you are losing to something. It's that simple. Because if the game was easy and you was able to get through it, then guess what? You would have been able to press forward. You ain't deceiving nobody with this. You said it's grueling. It's not that the game is hard. It's grueling. It's difficult. That don't sound like a game that's easy.
What'd you say?
Oh, I was beating the boss. I beat one of the bosses they nerfed. I beat one of the bosses they nerfed, and I thought it was a great fight, and the run back was so annoying. It was a 15.
You heard what he said? You beat one of the bosses they nerfed, which means that you didn't beat. Gabe still with another W. Wah, 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 Bruh, listen. You said you beat one of the bosses after they nerfed it? You couldn't even beat him when he was buff. You know, they had to nerf the boss so you could beat it. Let's hear that again.
I was beating the boss. I beat one of the bosses they nerfed.
Yeah, you beat the boss they nerfed. You do understand. Bruh, how do you not understand gaming terminology? You understand when they nerfed something, they made it easier. You know what, bruh? You acting as though they buffed the boss, they made the boss harder, and I still beat it. They nerfed it. And then you got through it. Wow. Are you guys that serious? Are gamers this bad, man? Oh, you guys are hardcore. Listen, man, have gamers have gotten this bad that you guys practically complain about gameplay? Bro, I remember playing games back then and you can lock your own save because you forgot to do something and you had to do all that progress again. Bro, gaming now is ridiculous, bro. Like I told you, man, with all these easy games that they continuing to, and these Souls games ain't really helping it because it's only helping it within their own formula. But in regards to everything, you people lack the skills to be able to play a real video game now.
I beat one of the bosses they nerfed, and I thought it was a great fight, and the run back was so annoying. It was a 15-second run back, and I hated it. I was like, this isn't fun.
15 seconds of your life. Y'all really complain about that? Dying and then having to walk 15 seconds back to the boss? 15 seconds? They wanted to make sure that the boss was far away from you before you decide to enter that dungeon, because they know if they put you right there, you're gonna be spawning in, and then you're gonna be getting finished every single time. I'm Hollow Knight. I'm Hollow Knight. That's why they put you 15 seconds away from it, to make sure that you casuals don't die by the boss.
I think they're targeting the wrong thing. I do. It's not the topic for today.
They're not targeting the casuals.
We've already had our debate about this. I think nerfing bosses or enemies is the wrong choice. It's okay to have intense fights. It's okay to have difficult fights. Runbacks ruin it. I've said this before. I got a bunch of gifts to thank.
So you wouldn't like Tomb Raider. You wouldn't have liked any of the classic games back in the days, because that's all he was doing, was backtracking, running back. I mean, come on, man. You guys have been so tailor-made with the way modern gaming is that you guys can't. Because think about Hollow Knight, Silksong is still a very much traditional game. You know what I mean? It still very much has those old school elements. And I think that's the reason why people are complaining about it.
Dear you. Listen, I talked about how in Ori and Rayman Legends, they have these moments that are crazy, crazy intense. And when you fail the moment, you get to try over right then and there. As a developer, you can increase the intensity and the difficulty.
But also, too, Rayman Legends is a cooperative game between 3 or 4 people. I mean, obviously, they got to take that into consideration. Well, I think Hollow Knight is just a single-player game, right? So that's going to focus more on the immersive experience and making you feel, you know, the events as to what's going on. That's not even a good comparison. I'm sorry.
You just jump right back in. Even FromSoft has admitted this with Stake of Marika. They're like, just let them go back in and try again. There's no reason to make somebody run all the way back to a boss. Just let them try the boss again. In Hollow Knight Silksong, the fights are intense. They're enjoyable. They're punishing. Like, you feel mad at yourself when you make a mistake. I just want to jump back in and do that. I don't want to have to run.
Well, see, but that whole 15-second wait period is what makes the person even angry. You see what I'm saying? It's what motivates you to want to actually push more. Because if you just got a bunch of people here and retry, then it's going to just look like a bunch of Hollow Knights getting flown out of the skies. That would kind of break the immersion of what I think this game was trying to do. So that's why they made it like that. You know, people can sit there. I haven't played. It's not really my type of game, but still, I know if I wanted to beat it, I could beat it.
Through some crazy, painful, punishing, parkour, grueling run back. I don't want to do that. I literally came to the decision and conclusion, I'm not having fun. And that's the determiner of what I play now. I could not put Shinobi down. I beat 9 Souls for crying out loud. The game that it's a skill issue and they need to get good. Like, the fans of this game, the hardcore fans, are never going to listen to anything that I'm saying. They're going to go skill issue, get good every single time. There's a reason there's almost 40,000 negative reviews on Steam. Like, a lot of people that were big fans like me have come to the conclusion that this is not the game that I was looking forward to. This is something entirely. And when almost every tough fight is preloaded with a frustrating run back, every single time I'm exploring and discovering new platforming and new enemies.
So maybe the pacing is bad. Maybe it's the pacing. You guys could say that, but it could be kind of annoying. You know, have to go back 15 seconds away from hardcore. Like I said, it could be a nuisance. You know, but I wouldn't go as far to say that it's difficult or not achievable.
I'm dreading the fact that this is probably going to be included in my run back. It no longer evokes intrigue and mystery and excitement about exploring and clearing the map. It creates dread. It creates, I don't want to do that.
Well, you know, some of the best games have done that, though. Some of the best games create dread because it gives the player a sense of immersion. Okay? Maybe that, I mean, some people enjoy losing. Some people enjoy a challenge. And to those people, they might enjoy the game. Okay? Some people can say the same thing about some Souls games people can't play. Oh, it's grueling. You know, you die, you try to get your souls back, and you lose your souls. I mean, that formula is in Souls. Is it not? So let's not act like this grueling difficulty that they put in these games is not exciting for some gamers.
I don't want to be doing this. Most Metroidvanias are a very clear hierarchy and a divide categorically between platforming, exploration, and how that is something you do have to get good at. There were really, really challenging platforming sections in Shinobi. I beat all of them, and I put some of the hardest ones on Twitter, and even people are like, man, you're actually pretty good at these games. You're right. I am good at platforming games because they're some of my favorites. Oh, yeah. Whether it was Prince of Persia and The Lost Crown, there were some insane...
Bro, these platformers are nothing compared to my days. You want to know platformers? Bro, listen, I'm not disrespecting these games because these games have these old school inspired gameplays. I'm not saying that. But you want to sit there and talk about, oh, these games... Bro, these games ain't difficult. Bro, Lion King is more difficult on the Genesis. Aladdin on the Genesis is more difficult than this. Baby games, baby platformers on the Sega Genesis completely run lap miles over this. And y'all complaining? Go play Lion King on the Sega Genesis. Go play those games. Go play Toy Story. You ain't gonna like me when my laser goes off. You're not gonna like those games. They're intended for children. Why are they so damn hard? They're a baby game. I expect this from a game like Shinobi. Why am I playing Toy Story and I'm losing every time?
Platforming sections in that game.
They don't know the struggles. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know, man. Being a little kid playing Lion King. Y'all didn't know that feeling. Y'all didn't know that feeling. Playing a Lion King game and getting destroyed and dismantled. Y'all don't know it. X-Men 2 one of my favorites, X-Men 2 Clone Wars. Absolutely incredible. I would love to see that game come back.
The boss. And when you couple them together,
here we go.
Shinobi Art of Vengeance did it once. They did it once. It's the last rift. I was not having fun, so I put it down. I couldn't stop playing Shinobi. I couldn't stop playing 9 Souls. I loved those games.
You know, like I said, man, in my personal opinion, I think it's honestly a skill issue. I'm going to keep it a buck because the only time grueling gameplay ever pops up when it's something that's just not a Souls game. You guys have been so taught to think that Souls games is not difficult anymore. In 2025, they were difficult back then because the mystery and the appeal. But if you play one Souls, you play them all. And there's a meaning to that saying because it's like once you get the idea of how these games operate and work, the Souls genre is not that difficult. They were difficult at a time where it was new and ambitious and a lot of people didn't know about it. But now, playing Souls games, they're not that difficult anymore. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys, maybe it's the pacing. You know, maybe the pacing that's terrible. But understand that if you weren't dying in these bosses, you wouldn't have to do all that. Just remember that. So obviously it is a skill issue. You know, it's not like you're breezing through the bosses, because if that was the case, you wouldn't be running back. You wouldn't be backtracking, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Hollow Knight's just not my type of game. I mean, I was very surprised to find out that this game's very popular. I thought it was a very niche game, and wow, apparently people really love this game. I'm just not a huge fan of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said, man, take care. Peace out.